Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a first impression of the alpha test for Raiderz from Perfect World. I had a chance to meet with a representative from Perfect World at GDC this year, and they got me into the alpha test and gave me the okay to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. I haven't played the game at all, so you guys are going to walk through this just like I am. We're going to talk about it a little bit, see what it's got going on, see what it has to offer. So as you can see right now in the alpha test, they just have the one world crawler. It's in a state of good. Let's go in there and create our first character. So let's connect, and here we go. As you may know, this is a MMORPG, kind of a Monster Hunter style. So let's go ahead and let's go into and create a new character and see what they have to offer. So right now we've got basic settings. Let's go ahead and create Limpy. We'll make him a male. Female. You've got two options, male or female. As you can see, the character avatars are very, very detailed. Can we zoom in here? Yeah, we can zoom all the way in, spin him around. He's got a cool little beard and all that good jazz. You can see the items that he's, the clothing that they're wearing, pretty much the same thing. But we'll get into some more of that. And then you've got a couple different voice options here. So basically, one for each, and there's a little delay on their mouth when you go ahead and hit these. So it's pretty funny. Let's go into style and see what we've got here. So style is essentially your class. So you've got a defender, which is one-handed sword, one-handed blunt with a shield. Essentially your tank style or your counter attacks. You can see here defender style is well-rounded style. You use one-handed weapon and a shield. You can use counter attack focus, exactly. Defender's various skills ensure the survival during battle against enemies. Then we've got a berserker, offensive-oriented, two-handed sword, or great hammer. So, although slow to attack, one can home in on the enemy's weak points and deal devastating amounts of damage. Alright, we've got our cleric, which is our basic healer. And then we've got a sorcerer, once again, magic user style. Looks like ice magic, fire magic. They can also use a one-handed sword or staff. Well, that's kind of cool that they can actually use a sword. So a little different from a lot of other games where they normally can only use a staff or stuff, or wands or stuff like that. So I'm actually going to go with the berserker. Let's give that a shot. And let's move on to appearance. Now you've got this random button here, and I'm wondering if it just randomizes the one thing or if it randomizes all of the aspects. It looks like it may randomize all the aspects because all kinds of different stuff is changing here. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Let's zoom in. We've got a bunch of different face types. So we got 10 available face types here. We're gonna go, where's that beard? There we go, 7 is the beard, so we'll remember that when we look through the rest of these. So we've got some scruff there and stuff. We're gonna go with the beard. I'm more of a rugged type adventurer. You've got all kinds of different skin tones here, I mean, ranging from kind of dark to light. Let's go with a little bit of tan. And then you've got makeup, which is really kind of interesting, especially for the males. Let's see what they actually offer. I kind of changed my face a whole bunch. We got a little bit of pixelization and stuff there, which is kind of weird, but I'm sure that's, like I said, this is an alpha test. I'm sure a lot of this stuff they'll probably correct and change out. So it actually looks like it's just a lighting bug. So we've got some different makeup, like I said. We're gonna go with this this little bit darker, kind of mysterious look. So there we go. Let's move on to the head and see what options we have here. So this is essentially your hair type. And zoom out a little bit so we can see it. We've got purple hair right now. We've got 14 different hair types, everything ranging. We've got the Biebs there. Well, the old Biebs, he doesn't cut his hair like that anymore. Not like I really know much about Justin Bieber, but everybody knows his hair type. So there's something kind of... We've got even the bowl cut. What else do we have here? All kinds of different stuff. We'll go with that one. Let's go with something pretty great. Let's go with this red hair. Maybe we'll go with a pink. Is there a pink? It doesn't really look pink. Or orange. We'll go with red. But you see there's a lot of different color options. Maybe it'll eventually turn into a color wheel, but right now it looks like they're just giving you a whole bunch of options. It looks like there's 30 different hair color options. Pretty much plenty to kind of play with. So we've got a bunch of different eye colors here, and then we've got tattoos. Now unfortunately we can't see my entire body, so I'm guessing these tattoos, yeah, they just go on your face, and then you can choose whether you want them large or small or normal size. So let's see, how many different ones do we have? Let's reset that. So there we go, kind of a snake across the face. All kinds of different stuff here as far as tattoos. So, or you can have nothing at all. So look what we got here. Let's go with that one, kind of scars and stuff like that. let's go on to clothes. We got 2 different clothes type. There we go. Kind of shows a little bit more. Probably what I'm really going to look like when I first start the game. More kind of like leather and clothing and stuff like that. But we can go with some pink clothes or some blues or some kind of earthy tone stuff. Or some really bright reds. I'm really tempted to go with that pink. Or even this even brighter pink. But instead, we'll go with the blue. And do we want to go with the other clothing? That's a little more kind of fitting to my warrior type with this chainmail and kind of these plate things on my legs. So, alright, let's get in there. Let's go see what the game has got going on. So yes, I want to create this character. So there we go. We've created our first character in Raiderz. Alright, so let's connect and see what the game has to offer. Here we go. Logging into the game server. Entering world. Here we go. Current session. So, looks like it gives you a nice little rundown of everything you got going on for your current session. All that good jazz. Use the F key to draw or put your weapon away. Alright, well, we always want our weapon out. Always ready for battle. It's taking a little bit longer. Come on, load up. Let's go. I'm guessing long term that'll take a lot less time once it's no longer an alpha test. So it looks like we automatically are kind of set up to look around our character with the mouse without having to hold anything down. Move around with WASD. We can also bring out our weapon. We block with the right mouse button, and then we'll go ahead and just start attacking away with the left mouse button. So there we go. And then we hold down Control. Looks like we've got down here in the bottom left some different menu items. So Control to hold down and create the mouse cursor so you can essentially be able to start doing different stuff, and then Escape to bring up your main menu. So, and then once we do hold down Control, actually we don't have to hold it down. Once we hold down Control and we have our mouse cursor, we can actually do click to move, so move around. Alright, so to interact with this guy, we're going to go ahead and hit E. And it looks like all of the voiceovers are not in English, so there you go, rookie. You see the objective. View the quest details. There we go. So we've got our first quest, and we need to talk to Tien's mercenary recruit Montreal. So we're going to get some experience and some gold. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. So let's go ahead and keep moving. So found Montreal. So now does this guy have something else for us? End conversation. Nope, he doesn't. So that scroll just means that he gave us a quest. It doesn't mean that he has anything additional. So I'm guessing we head off in this direction, and there he is, Montreal. So we can also see on our mini-map up in the upper right-hand corner, we can see there's a little scroll with a check mark on it. That right now, I'm guessing that by the time the game goes to full release, that these little check marks will either get a little bit cleaner and a little bit better looking, or they'll look a lot different. So I think that looks a little bit cheesy right now. So let's go ahead and complete. And there we go. New quest details. Defeat Lizardman mercenaries. We need to defeat 6 of them. So let's accept and start whacking away on, what's this? No matter what happens. So view quest details. What's this? So find Tien Morton gear and deliver the Junk Montreal's letter. Alright, we can do that because we're probably heading in that direction anyways. So let's go ahead. We're going to put our mouse cursor away, and we're going to start wailing away on some Lizardmen mercenaries. So, I actually kind of got the feel of Vindictus there for a second, so I actually tried to point a direction and hit spacebar to dodge. So, we got some salt, so let's acquire that. And it looks like there's a little sorcerer casting some spells. And there's a giant tree man, so let's take out some more of these lizard men. So right off the bat, though, we get an idea. The graphics are pretty well done. They're pretty clean looking. Everything is rendered out pretty nicely. Sound effects seem to have good timing as far as when we hit and all that stuff. We don't have any music right now, and the music seemed pretty good when we were actually creating our character. I'm surprised there's none going on right now. I do like the loot system. It's very easy and simple because you just hit E twice essentially, and you loot everything that's on the body. You just keep. And as far as action-oriented, you just keep wailing away on your mouse key, or your mouse button, at least right now. Now I'm guessing later on we're going to have to do a lot more of the blocks and stuff like that. It looks like we do have one skill. Let's go ahead and use that. That's pretty awesome. Essentially, it's just a gigantic two-handed smash. It knocks them straight down to the ground. So let's use that again. Oh, we got to wait 1 second. There we go. We have to engage. We engage, and then we just start wailing these guys and knock them down. So it's kind of nice because they don't even get to swing at you for a little while. So there we go. We've completed that quest, and we got Symbol of Warrior. Let's see what that is. So there's our inventory. So we get a whole bunch of additional items as far as it looks like they basically give you all the items that everybody can use as starting weapons. Kind of interesting. So there's the quest letter, and then we've got some salt, and then we got Symbol of Warrior, this Symbol of Lizardman Warrior. Looks like these are basically, this is and it tells you right there, ingredients for cooking. So we do see that there are some professions and stuff like that, so we'll be able to cook. And then the other thing just looks like it's probably a vendor item to help you generate some revenue for the game. But let's start cruising over, hopefully, to that boat. It's kind of cool to look off in the distance, and so yeah, I guess they want us to put our weapon away. To look off in the distance, we can see really far off in the distance. I haven't, obviously, first time logging into the game, so I haven't messed with any of the settings in the game at all. Other than right in the beginning, there's kind of a quick, low, medium, or high type of setting. It wants us to play with control, which we already knew about. Low, medium, or high setting as far as your machine is concerned, but other than that, there's no real details to go into as far as those settings are concerned. So I just set it to high, and that's basically where we're at now. So it looks like we're going to head up onto this boat turned building. They just ripped the entire side out of this boat and turned it into a gigantic, almost like a tavern, it looks like. Yep, we can jump with spacebar, and it looks like we need to head up this ramp over here. So kind of nice, we are able to jump around. I always wonder why some games don't actually include a jump when they create the game. So I guess we need to talk to the Invisible Man, because there's no one here right now. So a little glitched out right now, there's no guy there, but thankfully we're able to use the E key to just talk to him and turn in these quests. So let's turn in these quests real quick. And we got a bunch of different stuff, including a carbonated drink, which is kind of funny. So basically like a soda. Takes 10 seconds to eat and restores energy to 60. Getting attacked during the recovery time deals 300 damage. So basically, yep, and when you're eating and restoring hit points. So basically if you're eating, you're going to be sitting down or whatever, and you get hammered on for 300% damage if you're eating and you get attacked. So make sure you're in a safe place. So let's go ahead and turn in the rest of these quests. This one's just some experience. It looks like we leveled up. Yep, we got level 2. And all of a sudden, she will only appear if you're level 2. If you're level 1, she's invisible. So pretty funny stuff right there. So let's go ahead and see what other quest she has for us. So found Blacksmith Loco. Click on to get the recipe. First meet the Blacksmith Loco. Okay, and click on to get the recipe button and select the recipe. Will be registered in the journal window. So we've got to get pirate weapon design, find him, get the pirate weapon design, and create one of the pirate's weapons. All right. So let's see. We leveled up. Let's see how we're gonna bring up our menu here. So T to learn a new skill. So it looks like the skill menu is under T. Why they do this? Why do games do this? Just keep it simple. Just keep it at K or N or even S. I mean, S is movement in this game. Fine, you don't want it there. Just keep it at K or N where everybody knows that it's there. So anyways, so we already have this skill, which is Crush. So Crush 2 we can't learn until level 5. So we've got 3 other skills we can look at right now and add one skill point. Yep, available skill points 1. So let's see what we've got. Dodge attack. You know what, I'm not interested in dodging, but basically it dodges an enemy's attack and simultaneously deals 120 damage, 20% damage. That's not too bad. So basically you dodge and attack at the same time. Buffalo charge. Charge the enemy with your weapon and inflict 3 hits dealing 60% of the weapon's damage. That one's pretty cool. And then two-handed weapon mastery. Increase two-handed weapon mastery, and it adds a 5% bonus to the weapon's attack damage. Now that's always something that you're going to want to get. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the Buffalo, and automatically assigns it, but I'm going to move it there. I'm going to swap the 2 of those. So let's see what some of these other classes have. So the Defender, starting off, Strike of Ruin inflicts 120 weapon damage. If you hit and your next melee's attack critical rate increases by 20%. That's kind of cool. Rush, very similar to what I just got, this Buffalo Charge. What else? Shield Bash Stun. Oh, that's kind of cool. You're able to stun monsters and stuff like that. And then One-Handed Mastery. And then you've got individual masteries over here. Medium grade armor, counterattack, style defender, and high grade armor, so you can wear the heavy stuff. Yeah, I use plate armor. Now, what are my masteries? Outrage, chaining 8 consecutive attacks within a certain period of time or using certain focus skill triggered. The Outrage focus. This focus increases melee attack damage by 10%, melee crit by 10%. So basically all of these are going to... The other ones were all kind of defender-based. Mine are all going to be kind of based around my Berserker type, right? So I get to wear medium armor, Berserker style, skills of other styles can be learned. So that's kind of cool. So I can learn this, and then I can actually learn skills from Defender to Cleric or Sorcerer. Interesting. And then I can actually wear plate armor. But I can't do this until level 15 or above. And the highest level skills come from level 20 and above, and stuff like that. So, alright, well, let's take off. Let's go find this blacksmith dude. Is he on the map? It's kind of cool to see all the people running around. We see a lot of players right now. Even though it is an alpha test, the game was really, really liberal with their keys. So I think they're really starting to want to get a lot of this testing rolling on the game and start doing a lot of stress testing on the servers and stuff like that. So you're seeing quite a few players running around and stuff like that. So anyways, let's talk to the Drunkard Pal and see what he's got for us. So eliminate the sea of bosses. So we need to eliminate 5 of those guys. Alright, buddy. Well, we've got some other stuff to do. We'll get to that in a second. So click on marked quests to display them on the map. I see. So that one's already displayed on the map. Where's the blacksmith guy? Oh, he's right here. We don't need to go very far. So let's talk to him. So we need to talk to him. So clean up at the beach. He's got a couple. He wants us to take out the crabs, the shield crabs. So let's accept that. And I want to craft a weapon. All right. So we wanted to craft the Sword of the Pirate. So let's receive the recipe. Sword of the Pirate. Yep. Let's receive that recipe in possession. So we've got some overlap as far as text is concerned. So the little stuff need to be cleaned up. So we need to get copper ore to be able to actually craft this weapon. Now I have no clue where we'd actually get that. So let's go out and talk to some other guys. Maybe this broken masked Miguel. So he allows us to repair items and just buy some food and drink. No, not really what we want. There's all kinds of guys running around. Let's see. Maybe this guy's got like a trade button. I want to craft a weapon. Nope. We just need to go find some copper ore. Well, either way, we've got to go take out some crabs. Let's go do some more fighting before I have to take off. So it is kind of cool to see that you're looking down there. You're seeing these crabs. These crabs are gigantic. So now, how do I target one of these? Oh, nice. So I can just use tab and switch back and forth between some different weapons. That's kind of interesting. So it looks like a two-handed mace. Here, hold on. I need to find my character's under H. That's C, H. No clue. I never understand the rhyme or reason behind this stuff. So looks like we can carry around a couple different options as far as the different weapons we want. So we can use this great hammer, which physical attack 24 to 33, and we've got a two-handed sword, which is 24 to 37. So the two-handed sword does more damage, but one I'm guessing does like crushing damage, and then the other does slashing damage. So can really be useful as far as depending upon the monster, maybe. Either way, let's go ahead and swap those out. I want the sword. There we go. And then we've got faction. We've got learned skills. So trying to figure out how, I'm guessing we hold down or hit control. Nope. Because I want to take and I want to target this creature. But what's the journal? So journal is basically our recipes. Then we've got our quests. So we need to create that pirate weapon. Then we've got my notes. What else do we have here? Skills, we saw that. Social. Let's see the map. So there's where we are. It's kind of cool. You bring up the map. You can see all the different places where the quests are and stuff like that. That's always cool. So let's see the world map. We're down here, I'm guessing. Yep. And then we can take and bring up the world map again. Can we click on some of these other areas? We can. So we can actually see all these different stuff and see the different areas that are available. Now, one thing that's kind of cool is even though you're going out and you're hunting these gigantic monsters and stuff like that all the time, as you can see, we're not having to instance in or anything like that. So it's kind of nice to see that the game is. So there we go. So we kind of have to somewhat engage the monsters before we can use our buffalo charge. But what I was saying is that the game is more open world as far as the. There's our copper ore, so we can go back and make our what's going on here? Ah, so we get to basically eat the crab, I guess. So we have to essentially get close, and then we can start wailing on these guys, and we can actually start using our skills. We kind of get close, and it's almost like an automatic targeting. So that's the first hit I've actually taken. So next time, I think I will actually try and block that. All right, so he's got all kinds of different stuff. What do we got here? Mysterious sand of the beach can be obtained for monsters having the beach broken mast. So it looks like that's kind of cool. You can highlight over it, and you can see all the different things that you can create with that mysterious sand of the beach. The salt, it's basically just showing consumable items, rough leather, craft armor, 1 to 24, requirements level 1+. So we're going to take everything. Kind of interesting the way that's set up. So what's this? So a heavy mace, weapon charge, it looks like. We're going to have to figure out exactly what that does. Excuse me. But you can see for the most part, I mean, the idea is you're just going to run around and just start wailing on this stuff a lot. So let's go ahead and use our other skill to knock him down, maybe, and just start beating him up. But it is, I mean, it is cool that not only do you have a lot of different monsters out here. I mean, you got tons of different stuff to fight, but you certainly, it seems like there's going to be a lot of options as far as weapon and armor and you saw all the skills, all that good jazz. So it's neat to see all of those different things available in the game. Now, okay, so here's how this works. So essentially, I just have to get close and kind of eye in on the guy, and then there we go. So it targets this like lizard dude that I just missed. But as you saw right there, I also just hit both of these guys. So he's gonna hit me. So I was trying to block it. It's too slow. Press W, click to do a forward attack. Well, I actually took both of them out, so I don't have to do that. Let's pick up both of those. Pick up all that stuff. We got some other stuff over here. More crab meat. So it looks like the game is constantly healing you up, essentially. And so I don't have to be far away to do my buffalo charge. I can get up nice in and close, and I can do my buffalo charge. So we've taken care of all of the crabs that we need to take out. So let's take out some of these these guys here. That's another way to do it. As soon as they're about to attack, just go ahead and hit the and hit your other skill, and it'll just wail him down to the ground. Come on, target him in. Here we go. So one thing we can't do is we can't change weapons in the middle of. I missed, but we took him out. I want to know what just went flying in the air. Either way, let's get some more of this mysterious sand of the beach, and we got the heavy weapon charged up. So where's that? Where's H? Yeah. So okay. So H brings up all this different stuff, but let's go over here. So charged up mace. I'm wondering what exactly that means. I want to switch back to our sword. I like the sword better. Oh no. was a different weapon that was... So it wasn't a different weapon. It was essentially because it was charged up. It had a different look to it. That's good. You can see it kind of look like the these, what are they called? Ebos, C Ebos. It kind of looked like theirs. So heavy weapon charge. So yeah, you can see it looks exactly like their weapon. Pick up all this stuff. Did we complete that quest? We did. So we've got plenty of copper ore. We've completed the quest. You can see there's all these different maces laying around just for shits and giggles. Oh, it went back to normal. So you've only got so much time with that charged up mace. But you can see all the ones that are laying on the ground now that people have left just laying there. So I guess it's gonna make me kind of pick that up. Well, whatever. Let's go back and make our item real quick, or make our pirate sword and turn in on the quest. I just wanted to use the mace real quick. It looks like it did quite a bit of damage in comparison to my other weapons, because it did 90. Maybe I just did a critical hit right there. I don't know. Let's see. Can we look at can we look any of these battle? So nope. Doesn't really say how much damage. That's weird. It's like battle, but it didn't say how much damage I just did. Kind of weird. So, alright, let's head over here. Let's talk to this guy. I want to craft the weapon. Let's see how crafting works out. So there we go. Sword of the Pirate. Cost 4 CP. 1 copper ore. Yes. There we go. It's creating. So it's kind of cool to see that there's a crafting system as well. Oh, what are we getting? A cutscene now, or did I just break it? Nope. We get a little cutscene of him making the weapon. Go get him, Tiger. Alright. So it worked. I'm guessing because we got the thumbs up, it actually worked. So we got the item. Completed the quest. Let's go turn all this crap in. We'll start with the Drunkard Owl. Quest complete. We'll get some experience and all that good jazz. There we go. And then we'll go up here and turn this in. Hopefully she's not invisible. And she's not, so we can actually see her. Quest complete. There we go. Who's that? Alright, let's get quest details. So go to the archaeologist Kaigus at the Sacrum Ruins and help him. Alright, so let's accept that. So it looks like the game is progressing us through the different areas pretty quickly to see not only different quest types, but also different monsters and things like that. I always like when games do a good job of kind of moving you around the different areas quickly and things of that nature. So what else can we get? Mace of the Pirate. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of new stuff that just showed up that basically is going to be available with this mysterious sand of the beach, and also with the sword pirate, but not until level 4. So, but overall, I mean, I think the game is well on its way to being a really well done title. I mean, there's a lot of quests so far. I mean, we didn't really have a lot, but I mean, right out of the gate at level 2, having 3 quests to do. I mean, a lot of games will start you out with just 1 quest at a time. Tutorial was nice and flowing through the early stages of the game, which was something that I really like. I want to see what this handsome mode is, though. Why not? View quest details. So, craft this. So more crafting. There's, as you can see, there's a lot of crafting going on. This is all for armor and stuff like that. Let's get out of that. But like I was saying, the game world looks really, really nice, really gorgeous. I like the fact that it's an open world. You're not instancing all the time when you want to go out and, you know, you have to take out 5 of these monsters or 6 of these or whatever. So it's kind of nice to see all of that. So I'm really anxious to kind of see the next level. I'm going to go ahead and call it right here. I'm probably going to play a little more. I might do a secondary video a little bit later in the game. But right now I wanted to give you guys kind of my first impression. Like you saw, I hadn't made a character or anything like that. Usually with my reviews, you'll see I'll make a character and all that good jazz. So we will do a review obviously later on once the game is into full release, or at least into open beta and they have their cash shop open. But so far I have to say I'm really impressed, and I'm very interested to see how the game progresses. I really like that boat. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released, and don't forget to comment and like this video. Now remember that this is still an alpha test, so if you want to play, you're either going to have to go out and find a key and all that good jazz. We don't have any keys at MMODen.com, but I'm hoping to get some soon. And when we do our full review, you'll be able to check it out on MMODen.com, or you can read our review, or not our review, but actually our first impression write-up on this by clicking the link in the description. Until next time, thanks for watching.